Do you think you can handle the heat? Today on the Gun Rack, me and Steve take on a Hot One style wing challenge while dishing out stories from SDI, gun culture, and marketing mayhem. Spoiler, one of us cries. Find out who on this episode of the Gun Rack. Hey everybody, welcome to the Gun Rack podcast, or the Hot Ones episode podcast. I'm your host, Christian Sequerra, event coordinator, Sonoran Desert Institute, here with Steve, director of marketing, SDI. Say hi, Steve.
Hey everybody, please do me a favor and turn this video off. I do not want this to get any views, so you don't get any ideas, Christian, that this is going to be a popular piece of content. I never want to do this again, and we haven't even started yet.
We're copying popular videos, so we'll figure this out. Hopefully, Steve makes it through all right. I've done this a couple times.
All right. So what are we doing today?
We are doing our version, the SDI Meet the Host version of the Hot Ones. So
you think people want to get to know us, and we're going to do it with the Hot Wings Challenge?
I mean, we're planning on doing 300 episodes or so,
Yeah.
Might as well get to know us.
All right. So I have 10 questions for you. You have 10 questions for me. We have some same questions probably mixed in there for each other. And we've got 10 wings with freakishly hot sauces on them.
Yeah. So for anybody who's not familiar, go on YouTube, Google Hot Ones. It's like, I think we bought the 27th season of sauces. Yep. So if you don't know, look it up. Ask somebody. But varying levels of spice from 1,400 Scoville heat units to the last dab, which is 2.693 million Scoville units.
I'm sure we can show a graph of the hot sauces. They go from like reasonable to doubling, and then the last one is just off the charts for hotness scale.
So between 10 and 9 is 690,000 Scoville, was it like Knoxville or whatever, Merville? And then the last dab is at 2.7 million.
Yeah, so you go 690,000 to 2.7 million.
As you know, an experienced Hot Ones enthusiast, it's number 8 that will kill you, and then everything tastes just as horribly hot, but fantastic. It's are you living life, or is life living you, Steve? That's sometimes what you got to ask yourself.
We're going to find out today.
Me, you got wings from your favorite wing joint, correct?
Yeah.
Where is that? What is that? Which one is it? Oh, don't dox yourself, I guess. People are going to come after you if they know.
It's a local mom and pop shop here. They got like 2 locations in town. But yeah, it's one of my go-to places for wings when it's wing night, and I will probably hate them after this because it'll be a bad experience, but they are very good. I got the extra crispy wings. I got a couple of some drinks here. I got a big thing of Diet Coke. You said that was a bad idea. And I also got some milk.
Yeah, milk. I've got some matcha green tea ice cream that is slowly melting. So that'll be perfect. By the time we get to like 8, 9, 10, I can just drink it. And some milk and some water over here too.
All right. So how are we going to do this? We take a bite and then we ask a question?
Yep. But I'm going to be doing on recording dredges of chicken nuggets because I'm a child. So, but
where did you get your chicken nuggets from?
It's a little place called Costco. It's exclusive.
Okay, so
it's members only.
You got like frozen out of the bag Costco nuggets.
This is. I mean, these. I can't remember who makes them. Purdue. I don't know, but they are good, and 12 grams of protein per serving. So.
All right. So hopefully I didn't mix these up, but this
right after
this is my wing tray.
I will show off my nuggets.
Your nuggets.
I really eat one, but
all right.
I got plenty. So I'm a big kid. Chicken nuggets are a great source of protein as well.
Yeah. I did my I did my favorite local wing place. I did extra crispy wings, a little heavier on the flats than the drums.
I love good flat. I love good flat.
Oh, hold on. I got one thing I want to grab. One sec.
Okay.
Sorry. I got some ranches. I'm not going to dip them in the ranch, but if I need a sip of something, I got the ranches. I got some milk, and I got a big old cup of Diet Coke if I need it. Christian said the Diet Coke will make it worse.
Yeah. Did you DoorDash a Diet Coke?
No, they gave it to me.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a restaurant. I mean, most restaurants serve drinks. I don't know if you know that.
All right. So we got Shaquandas. Let's go ahead and get started. We got Shaquandas Hot Tropic. The lid was not on very well, and I almost just spilled it everywhere, so that's cool. Hot pepper sauce.
I'm starting heavy. This one's pretty sauced.
All right. I'm doing live dredging or recorded live dredging. Let's do it.
Nothing.
That's fruity.
Delicious flavor.
It's almost like the sauce that they give you when you get little egg rolls, you know, the Chinese restaurant, little sweet and sour sauce.
Yep. Not overly sweet, just a nice little fruitiness in the back of your throat, on the tip of your tongue.
Yes. I will not say a word on that. So, Steve, you grew up on a ranch, going on hunts, guiding them. How do you feel this shaped your love for firearms?
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, I grew up on a ranch, a private hunting ranch as a guide here in Florida. I got to meet a lot of cool people doing that, people that own businesses or worked in the firearms industry. We would have big range day experiences out there for outdoor industry riders, and people would bring like clients there to sell new guns and test them off. And I got to do that while shooting deer and hogs and alligators and turkey and all that stuff. So I got to hang out with those folks. And, you know, if you've ever been on a hunting trip, there's no better way to get to know people than a couple weeknights on a hunting trip together. And I kind of just got to say, like, man, this is what these guys are going to do for work. They're going on hunting trips. So that kind of really got me hooked on it, and just making some good connections really opened up doors for me to get my start in the outdoor industry.
Nice.
All right. Your question I have for you, similar about getting your start. But I want to know, when did you fall in love with firearms culture? Not necessarily guns, but like the firearm industry culture.
Ooh,
already
it's getting me. I'm already done. I'm out. Well, when I moved to Phoenix is kind of when I got into guns. I didn't really get into gun culture. I moved to Phoenix 2011, lived in a bad neighborhood, bunch of shootings. I thought I'd give myself the false sense of security of having a firearm. I didn't carry it, but then I started going shoot more and just kind of fell in love, bought more guns, carried every day. But once I started SDI over 4 years ago, what does my little thing say? 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Been here a little over 4 years. Especially once I became the event coordinator, it's kind of the same. I just met all these cool people. Like the first grad event I ever went to at SHOT Show, I got to sit next to Brandon Herrera, which I had just started watching his videos, and I was like, cool. And then I saw how the graduates that were there would fanboy out, and it was just really cool. The kids.
It's kind of funny because you went from admissions and you came over to the marketing side. Where I don't even think about it now. Asking you to at the time, were you also fanboying out? Because we just kind of took you along. Like, all right, you're doing this, Christian. Like.
No, I've kind of, got where I am because I treat everybody like the same, whether, you've got some clout or you're, our president or, whoever. I talk to 4-year-olds the same way I talk to 40-year-olds, which is.
You shouldn't do that. Don't talk to 4-year-olds the same way you talk to them.
They got to grow up sometime. But, so even if I met whoever, I was just always cool. Hey, nice to meet you, yada, yada, yada. So, but that's kind of when I really got in the culture.
All right. Enough about your background. Let's do wing number 2. What do we got?
Seed Ranch Flavor Company, just winging it.
5,700.
5,700.
This one, fruity. How do you say umami?
Umami, your mommy. Unagi. It's a Friends reference. It says carrot. I get the carrot. It also says datil and savina peppers, which I have.
I do taste more of habanero in that one. All right.
All right.
Question number 2.
You go.
End of high school era, college days. What did you think you'd be doing for a living?
Really, I wanted to do this, but like on the advertising side, which now
podcast.
Yes, because back in my day, podcasts and YouTubes weren't a thing. But I really did want to get into advertising, make, print ads, TV ads, all that stuff. And now I'm living my dream thanks to you and Sonoran Desert Institute.
Yeah. I did that a lot too. Like, cause like growing up, my family, we had like, my dad was an entrepreneur, so I would help him out a lot. Like I did a lot of, either drawing or I was my basic skills on Photoshop, teaching myself how to do like making ads for them and writing things for the website and talking to people. So yeah, like I was shaped early on too.
That's cool. Yeah, I did DECA in high school. If anybody, shout out DECA. I think it still exists.
Is that a steroid?
Yes. No, it's the Distributive Education Clubs of America.
Okay.
All right. What drew you to SDI and made you want to take on the role of director of marketing?
Yeah, so like I knew of SDI before I started here. I did some marketing work with them. And when I saw that there was an opening here, I jumped on it. One, I really liked that it was a remote offering, which for me, having a family, being able to work and do it from home with my family was really important to me. And 2, I knew that SDI was in the business of education and improving people. And I really think that this industry, we're always looking for, or we all need more ways to improve. So I thought SDI is a really cool way to do that in the format they do it, with it being online. And I really like SDI's offerings and their reputation.
Nice.
Number 3.
Okay. Number 3, we got a pickled garlic sriracha made by the hot ones. I'm already drooling. It must be that good.
All right, so we're tripling it up. We're going to 18,000 Scoville units. Is that hot yet?
I don't like. I mean, I eat sriracha, like on the regular.
It's up front. I got a good bite of it, and he chits you, but it's gone quick.
Nah. All right. What's something about SDI you wish more people knew?
It always impresses me how much our staff and our instructors care about our students. And with it being online, you don't worry. It's not easy to show off those relationships of how students get to see each other, and instructors and our admissions team and our financial advisors. But they really care a lot about our students and graduates, which is great to see.
Yeah. No, it's a cool being out there in the world at the conventions and range days and hearing, graduates say, "Hey, this person really helped me out," or sometimes we even in our marketing email, we get those nice things of feedback as well.
We get to see them. It's just hard to share those stories. I mean, if you want to go see them, we do have some in like our student testimonials where they're talking about their experiences, and a lot of them do mention instructors that helped them out. But man, like at shows, you'll see someone like see a Rick or Jared, like, "Oh man, I remember you from class," and they're just so happy to see them. Like, "Thank you for helping me out." And there's such unique interactions every time. All right. This one's important for me. What skill have you picked up outside of work that totally changed your life?
Just really living. I've lived in a bunch of different places, in a bunch of different like social classes, and really just interacting with a bunch of different types of people has helped me in this job because, you know, there's a gun guy stereotype, but a ton of people love guns.
Yeah.
A ton of different people love guns. So when I'm out there,
A lot
I
of
can
people
just,
love guns. Yeah.
yes, a lot of people, a lot of people love guns. And so it's cool just being able to talk about people's backgrounds and relating to this person in that way, relating to this person in the other way. So yeah, just being able to have enough experience to be able to build rapport with a lot of different folk.
Yeah, I can see that. And you definitely do that very well. Like when we're at events, like I feel like you'll meet somebody and then I'll see you with them again the next day. Like you guys just met yesterday. Now you're best friends. You do a good job of doing that
together. Exactly. So thank you. What are we on? 5, 4?
4.
Alchemy peppers, hot sauce.
Mango Serrano?
Serrano hops. Yep.
Is it going to be like a Serrano ham?
This time. Yes.
All right. This one is 27,000 Scoville units. What's
27,000? Let's go.
This one's got a handful
of elote-inspired hot sauce.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Yep.
This one's got ghost peppers in it, it says.
Ooh. It says a slow building heat that starts to linger because I don't taste any heat right now. So we'll see.
I don't like that one. I don't like that at all.
Like heat-wise or just taste-wise?
Taste-wise.
Yeah, I think it's the hops. Like I drink hard liquor, but when I do drink a beer,
that's exactly
it's typically
what
an IPA. It's the hops. You can taste the hops.
Yeah, I do not like hoppy IPA beers, and that's exactly what it was. Jeez.
Yeah. It's the hop is strong in this one. Oh, questions. 4. Throughout your career, you've been a hunting guide, operations manager, and director of marketing. How did wearing multiple hats shape how you approach your job at SDI?
2 ways. I like to be a problem solver. I like to find creative ways to fix things that other people just give up on or say it can't be done. And 2, I like putting on different hats every day. I don't mind getting my hands dirty at a trade show, assembling the booth, talking to people, making content for stuff like this, ad copy. I like doing different things every day. So that kind of gave me that opportunity.
Yeah. And, that's one thing that really impressed me about you is that you're willing to just really, it's not like you leave us alone, let us do our jobs, but you also do a lot of stuff that, you don't have to, but you're always creating, figuring out something else you want to do, trying to stay up on the latest trends, whether it be social media, different forms of marketing, whatnot. So
yeah,
I enjoy that about you.
That's a marketing thing. You do always have to be trying new things. I always try to be on the lookout for what's new and happening, what works and what doesn't work. I do try to let the team do their own thing. I know sometimes I probably I told you to do this 2 minutes ago and it's not done yet. I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself. I try not to do that all the time. I think I asked you to do something last week.
This kind of stuff.
I think I asked you to help me with a spreadsheet last week.
Yeah.
And before you even could start, I was already halfway through it.
I was like, so I get in the sheet and you're already putting numbers on. I'm like, dude, do you even want me to help? Anyway. All right. What do you got for me? Or was
all right? We're on number 4.
4.
What's a firearms myth that drives you nuts every time you hear it?
I don't know. I'm like one of those fake gun guys who just likes to shoot a lot, but doesn't know a lot about guns. I mean, what myths are out there? That's not a good one for me, man. You need better questions. I don't like your questioning.
They're about guns,
Firearms myth.
gun
Oh,
culture stuff.
a gun will just go off, and that's why you don't carry one in the chamber when you're walking around.
Some guns
EDC.
can do that though.
Well, we won't name names, but for the most part, they don't. You just need to. It's all about comfortability and experience. So the more you go out and shoot, the more you carry your firearm, the more you carry with one in the chamber, you're just gonna be more comfortable. You'll be fine. Like it's not gonna. And I talk to a lot of folks who are like, well, what if this happens? What if that? Well, did you see the news article? I'm like, whatever. So
do you remember, like, did it feel weird for you the first time, like, concealed carrying with one in the chamber?
It did.
Did you have like a noticeable like swagger difference?
Yeah, I tiptoed everywhere, and I like walking like I was straddling something. No, I just like, taking it out of the holster and then putting my holster on. I was very weary, but now it's whatever. So, and I've got this gut, so I don't appendix carry, so I don't worry about what a lot of other people worry about.
Yeah.
But
I got
getting shot.
I have 15 other insecurities that I'm thinking they're worrying about. So
exactly.
All right. What are we on, number 5?
Yep. So you've worked with a lot of gun tubers in your career.
Oh, we got to take a bite first. We got to take a bite.
Oh, did we not take a bite? This is how I'm. Okay, so hook and arrow, spicy or sauerkraut and mustard. Man, I love sauerkraut and mustard.
All right, we're doubling up again. 51,000 Scoville units. It's going to taste like sauerkraut and mustard, it says. Here we go. This was a very green sauce too, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I figured the last one was a little hotter.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This one's good.
I'm gonna shoot it. Sauerkraut, good source of probiotics. Since I already started my question because I'm getting distracted, you've worked with a lot of gun tubers in your career. What's one of your favorite experiences you've had, and who was it with?
Oh man, another one, just that hunting ranch, getting the two cool things there. Probably 5 or 6 years ago, we brought Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, Mike from Mr. Guns and Gear, Brandon from AK Guy, Cody from Donut Operator, and then we had Chuck Liddell just in there for the freaking craziness, right? Just like the wild card.
Yeah, rounded out.
We brought them down for making some content for some clients of ours, and just had an awesome time. We did a couple of hog hunts with dogs. That means you let the dogs out and they go catch them, and then you basically would run up, you catch them with your hands, and you take a big old giant Bowie knife and you just, you finish the hog off humanely.
And then what?
Humanely, and just a weekend trip with those guys was a trip I'll never forget. They're all super nice, super down to earth, just kind of like you were saying, like they just were the guys. And we had a really good trip. Yeah.
Well, and then I think they did videos, but like both Brandon and Donut.
Oh, I know Brandon and Donut for sure have some hog hunting videos out there that are just brutal and entertaining.
Brutally entertaining. All right, what do you got for me?
All right.
I am starting to feel the heat a little bit on that one, by the way.
It's just, it's sitting there, it's not going away like the last ones. All right. So you've asked me this question. I'm going to ask you about it. So what's something about SDI that you wish more people knew?
Being part of the marketing team, you see a lot of the trolls, go through like, how can you do this? I just wish more people knew how hands-on everything is and the experience you get. Like the opportunity that SDI gives you for being in an online accredited college where we send you the stuff,
Yeah.
and you get to work on it. You still have an instructor, you still have classmates. You get, not everybody can quit their job or move to Colorado, Pennsylvania, wherever, these bigger ground campus gunsmithing schools are. And so this gives you that opportunity to get your, like we say, your foot in the door within the gunsmithing industry and still do hands-on projects and still have the resources that you would want at a school. So
yeah, I say all the time that
trolls.
online doesn't mean hands off. You might be learning online, but you're still doing a lot of hands-on work with the projects we send you. So yeah, good point. All right, cool. We're going to number 6.
Cool. Number 6. This is
Are we rushing
sweet
it?
Scotch bonnet, tropical Amarillo. No, I'm not rushing it. I'm
69.
savoring the flavor.
Pineapple and mango. All right. Citrusy pepper.
Hold on. This is a slow pour. Oh, that's a lot. I'm shaking it.
Is that hot for you?
Not yet. But Scotch bonnets are typically pretty spicy, so they get you in the back. In both meanings.
I mean, it doesn't. I can't really tell the difference at this point.
Grill up some chicken thighs in this marinade, glaze it in this. Real good.
Man,
I would assume.
Is the chicken thigh the best piece of the chicken or what? A boneless chicken thigh?
Guy.
I like a boneless chicken thigh because you can just grill the hell out of it. Like I like a nice burnt crispy chicken thigh, and it's nice and crispy on the outside, and it's nice still and juicy on the inside.
I just got a Blackstone, and I've been using the crap out of that. Chicken thighs even. I saw this butterflying or spatchcocking just a chicken drumstick.
I've looked at those. Those don't really get me going. Like I have a nice big smoker, and I have my traditional propane grill, but I don't really see much of the more of a need for a big hibachi type grill.
I just made pancakes and bacon this morning.
See, like I don't fry my bacon. I'm a bake my bacon guy.
No, this is it's still good, easy. Pancakes, bacon, same thing on the same griddle. Money. Okay. Did we ask questions yet? I'm still distracted.
What are we on? Number 6.
Okay.
Let me go first.
That's slow. Yeah, you go first. I got the slow burn going.
All right. What's your personal mission when it comes to students, alumni, or the SDI community?
Really, just making sure everybody's having a good time. That's
I believe that. That's
my
true.
biggest life goal. That's why I'm the event coordinator. That's why I love throwing the grad parties. I mean, people who are regular viewers of the podcast, of our YouTube channel, they've seen Owen and Talon. If I meet you and you're cool and you want to do some stuff, let's do it. If you know how to do it, if you don't, let's talk about it. I just want people to have fun. And if you're a current student, I've talked to a bunch of current students. I always ask, hey, what's one thing you're enjoying? What's one thing we could do better? Because I want us to have fun, enjoy, and improve. So
yeah, definitely.
I feel like I'm salivating a lot more now.
Me too. I can't stop.
So. Number 6, I had the same question for you. Okay. So what's your personal mission when it comes to SDI students and the work you do behind the scenes?
Oh man. That is a tough question. I think it is. I really like the continuous improvement of aspect of SDI's mission, and I always related to that. So I think with anyone, I always want them to try to do their best, and I don't expect your very first try to be perfect, man, if your first try is perfect, you are a god. My first tries are never perfect. So I always want people just to take on a new challenge, even if it's pushing themselves to build up a skill set. And I don't want to always handhold people for doing projects, because I want them to take on that responsibility to take on that new skill. So I always like seeing ways to do continuous improvement across the board.
Cool. All right. Where are we at now? I think I'm
7.
losing consciousness.
7. This is my favorite name.
Okay, you say the name.
This is number 7 on the list. Pucker Butt Pepperco.
It's the apricot. Get it? Apricot.
Apricot. 104,000 Scoville units. What do we got here for flavors?
Jesus.
A lavender
apricot.
infused apricot and lemon hot sauce. Subtly sour, floral, and ready to take wings to the next level.
Damn, those are crunchy wings.
I got crispy.
Yeah, you did. If you're into ASMR, or if you know anybody else who's into ASMR, have them watch this podcast. So
You hear it?
well, just that one was really loud. It sounds delicious though. What are we on? 6? 7. 7. Okay. This is a good one. If you could build the perfect SDI commercial, no budget limits, what would it be?
Man, I think about this all the time. So I want like the crew that can go around the country and see just all the awesome shops and home workbenches and stores that our students have built. And I want to use that budget to show off the businesses that they have built.
That'd be awesome. You have a music? Is there a copyright music that you would purchase?
Oh, I don't know. What's the most expensive? Probably Michael Jackson, the Beatles. I don't know.
Yeah. Just so you can spend the money?
Just blow the money. Or can I spend the money and like send myself to become a classically trained musician, and then I just become the music licensee for the commercial? I'll do that.
Now you're
all right. My question
crazy.
for you
right,
is, what are you doing? You're taking a sip? What is your biggest pet peeve, even if it's petty?
Just not doing your stuff.
I was gonna guess that. I was gonna say like laziness or something.
like I'm just like, you have one job. No, I mean you have probably multiple jobs in your job, but if you have this job, do your job.
Yeah.
Or then don't do your job and get out of the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or ask for help.
Do your job. Just do your job.
Yeah. Just do your job. All right. Cool.
Just do your job.
But I've never heard you really get upset about that kind of stuff, though.
Just one time. Just one time.
All right. We're on number 8. Like we're on the whole another level now.
So I just want you to know, I don't know if you watch Hot Ones on the regular like I do, but this is where everybody loses their stuff.
Is this where it goes off the rails?
Yeah. So
I'm trying not to like touch my face is the biggest thing I know not to do.
Yeah. So I'm not really confident in mine. My top is like.
All right. This one is.
Ugh. That would kill you.
This one you said you tried before. It's called the Bomb, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done 2 other seasons 3 times. Like,
all right. We're up to 135,000. All right. And we're going to do something different on this round. We're going to take a bite, and then we're doing a rapid fire, this or that round of questions.
Okay, I have totally messed this all up,
What are you doing?
and I am scared.
You put way too
All right.
much on?
You ready? Yeah. You ready?
All right. Let's go.
Did you bite yet? Okay. I'm trying not to let it touch my mouth, but it's touching all of my mouth.
I took too big of a bite.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now it's getting uncomfortable. This is...
I can't stop chewing.
All right. Rapid fire. AR,
All right.
AK.
AR.
AR. Bolt action
you do
or
it,
lever gun?
do it, okay. Lever gun.
Bolt action. Would you rather build it or buy it?
Oh my god. Of course, build it.
Build it? I'd rather buy it. Red dot or LPVO?
Or I mean buy it. I meant buy it. I see, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I want to buy the fanciest gun ever.
I'm going to buy the stuff I can't make. Red dot or LPVO?
Red dot. I'm not shooting far.
I like LPVS. All right, last one. This is probably the easiest one on there. Suppressed or unsuppressed?
Suppressed.
Yeah, same.
You're doing really well, or you didn't put a lot on it, or I put way too much.
It's hot, but I'm not dying like you are. I am starting to sweat, though. All right, these last two are the ones I am worried about.
Okay, my nose is running. I'm sweating.
It's hot, but I'm not dying. I'm okay.
And you were the one who was worried the most.
I know. Like my
before.
mouth is burning, but it's just in my mouth. Don't cut that out.
I really think I just... I really think I just put way too much on it.
From here, it looked like you covered it. All right, you ready for 9?
Are we still going?
Yeah, let's go.
This is called Sucker Punch. Holy crap.
Number 9, yeah, I got Torchbearer Sauces, Sucker Punch. This is the second hottest, 690,000.
My tongue is on fire. What is wrong with you?
This is now 7 times hotter than just that last one was.
I don't get how you're okay.
I don't know. I did really put these on there. Ready?
Help.
You number 9 yet?
No.
Let's do it.
No. Ugh.
I don't even taste that one. Can you taste it? Does it taste any different?
I'm done. I quit.
You're done?
No, I can taste it. I can taste it for sure.
I'm okay. I'm surprisingly okay. Oh man, that one cleared out my nose. Ooh.
Now I believe you didn't put any actual sauces on here.
All right, you're gonna ask your question.
Yep.
Why do we do this?
I don't know. I thought it'd be funny. Uh, you work behind the scenes to represent SDI to the world, but what's one student story or moment that personally stuck with you and reminded you why we do what we do?
Geez, we meet so many students. I don't know. God, my mouth is on fire. We met a really cool guy. I can't remember his name right now. At the last NRA show, he was a current student, and this was in Atlanta. His current job was in like the fashion industry, making clothes, and he kind of got into guns wanted to do it as a career path later in life. But seeing that, I'm like, oh man, here's a totally different background than what we're probably used to. Here's an adult man coming in, wanting to pursue something that he's interested in, and then figuring out ways to take those two passions and make a new mashup of his skill set. So he was going to be like, yep, I work for, making fashion clothes for the entertainment industry. I'm going to do that and either pursue firearms and movies or make clothing that fits concealed carry. I'm like, awesome. Yep. Knowing all those things, that would be a perfect line for you to go. You remember meeting that guy?
Is it Carl?
Yeah, Carl.
Carl?
Yep.
Yep. Whew. All right. Did you ask me a question? I can't remember.
If you could
gotta watch my eyes.
If you could go back and change anything at SDI, what would you change?
This podcast. Doing this podcast. It was horrible.
Oh, camera's getting out of focus. Or is it my eyes?
Maybe. No. One thing I would change. I mean, I know there's logistic limits and all that stuff. It'd be cool if we could send a bunch of stuff out, but I know we can't. As far as like we can't send you a CNC machine, stuff like that. But I don't know. I've just lost.
Are you done? Are you gonna do number 10?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat this whole thing of ice cream by the time I'm done swallowing. But I don't even know what to do right now.
All right, take your bite.
Okay, let's just finish. Let's close this out.
Have you ever gone this far before, or do you normally stop by now?
Oh no, I do them all.
Okay. All right, so number 10. This is the last stab experience. This is when we said it is 2.7 almost million Scoville units. Do we have to do it? This is the Guinness World Record hot sauce.
Yeah. I mean, we'll still survive. God dang, this thing is doing the same thing where it's like clogged up.
The last one is a thick boy. It comes out thick.
Oh yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm going in.
I'm gonna puke.
Oh my god. I gotta do it, yo.
I can't.
God, no.
We made a mistake. I'm like shaking.
I'm taking a sip of ranch.
Maybe I've gotten weaker in my old age.
That one I can feel.
Okay.
Going down my throat. I hate you, Christian. This was
There's
not
a question
good
that
idea.
goes with this, right? Hey, at least we know our friends will watch.
All right.
Yeah, this was dumb. This was dumb.
What is the hill you'll die on in the gun world?
What?
What's the
What
hill
are these questions?
What's the hill you would die on in the gun world?
Let's go with another question. I have no clue.
All right,
I don't even know how to answer
what's
that.
your question? What's your number 10 question?
Okay. You've got a deep background in outdoor guide and firearms culture. What advice would you give to SDI students who want to turn their passion into a long-term career, not just a hobby?
I know people always say network. That's totally important. Networking will help you build connections and get sometimes a step up that you couldn't just get on your own being a stranger. But find the skill set or the niche you are passionate about that's going to make you happy. If it doesn't make you happy, you're not going to want to do it for a long term, and you won't be great at it. Or if you are great at it, somehow you won't enjoy it as much as you should. So find what makes you happy first, and then make sure it makes you money too.
I don't know how the host of Hot Ones, Sean Evans, does this, week in and week out.
Yeah. All right. So
Like,
what's your?
It's a lot.
What is your untold piece of advice that you would give to SDI students and graduates?
Network. I'm just kidding. No, networking is bored. I don't know. That's such the biggest one for me in the job that I do. Like, I guess mine would be just pay attention to what's going on and try to meet the needs of what your consumers want. I know when you first start out as a student and then a gunsmith, you're going to be doing a lot of basic stuff. Just, I guess, kind of find where you fit in, find what's needed out there, but then find where you fit in.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the same thing you said because I wasn't listening. I was just eating ice cream
copy me
and thinking, man, oh, yeah. So I don't know, but
I would also say, don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's the part of networking, right? Like, you want to network, but you're doing it to get some help. Make sure you're asking for. That's a critical part of it. How do we finish this? What's to just keep on going? Do we just start from the beginning again?
No. So basically, he goes, all right, you made it through the gauntlet. This camera, this camera, this camera, do what you got to do. Promote what you got to promote. What do you got going on these days, Steve?
Absolutely nothing. But other than go and watch graduate testimonials, we put a lot of effort into making those videos, and they're getting a lot of good views. So go watch some more of those. Make sure you subscribe to the Gun Rack and check out our other episodes.
Yeah.
What are you closing us out?
Staff.
I'm done.
Even if you're in the gun.
I'm done. I feel like I am handling this better than you are, though. You're there just piling down
you
ice
are.
cream.
And that, it makes me furious that you're and suspicious, but more furious.
I'm almost suspicious, but I did put the hot sauces on every single one. I didn't cheat.
Okay. I'll believe you this time.
I will say the only thing that may have been a factor is I prepped my wings earlier than you did, and they had a little bit of time to sit. I don't know if the air had a factor into it. Did some of the heat escape? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how science works.
Science.
Anyway,
wing science.
That has that has been this episode of the Gun Rack. For more information on our programs, visit sdi.edu, hit request information, talk to admissions rep. I do not feel good at all. This was my idea. It was a horrible idea. I'm glad you enjoyed, Steve, and you made it through. You're still eating wings.
I'm
Good
eating
on
number
you.
10. This is the rest of my
But
number
for
10.
Steve, he definitely did not put any sauce on there. But for Steve, who's a liar, and I've been Christian, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.